What's up, everybody? It's Chibi, and today I'm here to bring you an anime review on Fairy Tail 2014, or Fairy Tail Series 2, whatever name. I'm here to bring you an anime review on the Tartarus arc of Fairy Tail. And with this episode, we get a recap that takes about 7.5 minutes, probably up till 8 minutes, I guess, until things really start going down. So, around 8 minutes it takes until we get some actual content in this episode. So, we could say right now that this episode of Fairy Tail had a recap longer than normal episodes of One Piece. But with what we got, it was a very good episode. Like, with what we got in this episode, the content, there was quite a bit. Like, there was some good content in this episode. So, let's talk about that. We get to see Jackal versus Natsu rage on, and we get to see how the fight goes off, and we come to find out some very interesting information in the middle of this episode. We come to find out that the demons of the Tartarus Guild, they don't really use magic. They use curses. So right there, we get some information that their so-called magic, even though it's labeled as curses, they're a higher form of magic, and so they don't work the exact same way. And you had it to where this dude, Jackal, was able to, anything he touches, he can make a bomb there. And that's what he did to Natsu in this episode. Every time he touched Natsu or Natsu touched him, a bomb would appear on Natsu's body. So from what we can see from this episode is that Jackal's ability can work on living and non-living objects. So quite a deadly ability if you factor that in with this episode. So let's, talk about some specific details that was kind of revealed to us. For one thing, Jackal is very, very strong. Like, he straight up took a beating to the face from Natsu, and he got back up, not once, but twice. See, Natsu at the beginning of this episode was just beating the fucking shit out of him, doing like, order, 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 right into his face, beating the crap out of him. This dude looked like he was unconscious, and I mean, I bet majority of anime-onlys, when they saw that scene, were like, oh my god, are you serious? This dude just got wrecked that easy? But the dude gets back up, and I'm like, okay, so that's good. And I bet majority of anime-only watchers were satisfied with that. After he gets back up, though, however, He does this a little bit of a mind game with Lucy in this episode. He sets it up to where the council member, the cat council member dude, and this girl that's pregnant are being used as some form of explosive bomb. And Lucy's stuck into this position to where she has to choose one of them, and whoever she chooses, the other one is going to die. And we get to see the inner nature of how these two were. For one thing, we saw both sides. We saw Lucy's side where she didn't really want to choose, and then we saw the cat council members dude that was just straight up very selfish, self-absorbed. And personally, if I was in Lucy's situation, I had to choose someone, if I did have to choose someone, and I wasn't having Natsu to come back and knock this dude out of the park to stop me from choosing the decision, I probably would have saved the wife and child. I probably would. I would have probably saved the mother and child and let the cat council member dude die. Because after what we witnessed in that exchange, we got to see the inner personality of the council member. Like, he thought he was on a higher level than normal humans. He's like, I'm a council member, I've saved your life countless times. I am a higher person than this person over here. You need to save me. Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Like, anyone that believes that, fuck you. Like, nobody is above another. Nobody. Everybody is equal. Nobody's higher than the other. And to see that, what was even worse is, let's just use some Kuritsugu logic here, okay? Let's just use Kuritsugu logic. If this was Kuritsugu, which, I know I'm bringing Fate into Fairy Tail, oh fuck. But, I mean, if we use Kuritsugu logic, okay? Kuritsugu obviously would have sacrificed the council member dude for the mother and child, because, sacrificed a few for the many. So, you gotta think about that. I mean, that's what I would have done, too. I mean, pushing aside the assholic nature of the council member, sacrificed a few for the many. I would save the mother and child. That instantly, right there. Then there. Said and done. Just wiping it off there. So, after that, Natsu figures out a counter to Jackal's ability. Like, you see how he puts his, face up to his arm that had, an explosive on it, and then you could see that he ate the explosion. And then that was the end of the episode. So, episode overall, it was okay. It was an okay episode. I liked it, but it's an okay episode. It just depends. I mean, the recap I wish was a little bit shorter, but I guess that has to happen. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Y'all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.